These glowing spots are minerals that contain rare earths. Right now, they're among the most desired metals on the planet, and they came from behind this door.
That door closed and it's been locked, hopefully forever.
This closed mine lies in Greenland, an island that holds vast deposits of critical raw materials, and everyone seems to want a piece.
We need Greenland for national security and even international security.
Greenland's significant mineral deposits have the promise of meeting some of the world's growing demand for these materials.
Rare earth minerals used in nearly all the equipment the U.S. military relies on.
Fighter jets, missiles, tanks, computers, AI chips, drones, electric cars. Today, almost all of it depends on one country.
China has 99.5% of heavy rare earth processing capabilities.
If we're not able to find a new alternative to the Chinese chokehold that they currently have, we'll find ourselves at the mercy of China. I believe Greenland is the best alternative.
But for decades, most mining dreams in Greenland have collapsed, crushed by brutal weather, impossible logistics, and politics. Today, there is only one fully operating mine on the island, and it doesn't produce rare earths.
If someone came to me and said there's a really good opportunity to build a mine in Greenland, I would say they're nuts.
We travelled 8,000 miles by plane, boat, and ATV to understand what's holding the industry back, and if Greenland could really become the next big player in the global resource race. One of the world's largest known deposits of rare earths is locked inside this mountain. The rock that holds them is mixed with uranium, and mining one means mining the other. Tupanek Kleist is a sheep farmer.
Our farm is around 50 to 60 kilometers this way. And it happens that some of the sheep actually do arrive in this area too.
Tupanek has spent years protesting the opening of this mine.
I'm not a geologist or anything, but who would like to buy the meat that's been just right beside a big mine that contains uranium? I wouldn't.
In 2021, the government banned all uranium mining, which effectively halted the development of this mine. The samples that were extracted now sit in a warehouse just down the hill. Rare earths are a group of 17 metals that modern technology depends on. They're used to make powerful magnets, found in electronics, clean energy systems, and military equipment. They're not actually rare, but they are hard to extract and process because they're usually mixed with other minerals. Tupanek and her husband have lived on this farm with their 2 children since 2013. About 80% of Greenland is covered in ice, but in the south a milder climate makes agriculture possible.
The main income of this farm is the sheep, and we have approximately 700 mother sheep. So it's a quite big farm. It's been our living by generations.
During the summer months, the sheep graze throughout the mountains and valleys. Now this region is becoming a focal point for mining, as companies across the world seek permits to explore for minerals. and the company that holds the rights to the mine close to Tupanek's farm is suing the government for $11.5 billion. It says the mine can safely operate.
Today we live peacefully in our farm. But if the mine opens, that could result that our seeps or the area of the farm actually will be polluted. And we will decide to close this farm. We're not gonna risk anything.
Greenland has more than 1,200 identified mineral sites, from copper to gold and iron, and companies have tried to extract them before. The island's minerals have drawn mining ventures for decades. Up until the 1980s, this giant open pit was a major source of cryolite, a mineral the US depended on to build fighter planes. But mining projects here have come and gone, and many were beaten back by the harsh Arctic conditions and the almost total lack of infrastructure. Today there is only one mine that fully operates year-round, and the only way to get there is by helicopter or boat. The boat departs from the capital city, Nuuk, travelling 170 miles through the winding fjords for 8 hours. Bent Olsvig Jensen is the managing director of Lumina.
At the moment, we have the only fully operative mine in Greenland, and it has taken a long time. The mine is totally isolated. There's no infrastructure supporting us.
Here Lumina extracts anorthosite, a rock used in paints, glass fibres and construction materials.
The deposit is most likely the largest known anorthosite deposit in the world.
The mining company began looking for minerals here in 2008. Between construction, financing and permits, it took 11 years to become operational.
I've been working here for almost 7 years now. I've been a part of building up the place here, infrastructure and everything, yeah. It's roads, it's camp, it's the harbor. There was nothing here. Yeah. Normally we blast around 10,000 tons at the time. We have a very good crew now, a good core. It's not everybody can work in a remote site like this.
The mine depends on a small workforce that lives at this camp for month-long rotations.
I'm the chef in the mine, in Lumina mine. I like it, yes. Yeah, I love to be out here. We are 25 people out here, eating night and day.
The breakfast is from 6:30, but I'm finished with everything at 6:15. If you are away from your family, the only place where you can relax is in the dining hall.
We are many different kinds of people. We have a lot to talk about. So we are like a little family up here. Half a year in the mine and half a year at home. And when I'm home, I'm daddy on full time. Then my wife is having her day off. Hej min skat. Savner du mig?
Ja.
Nå, det var godt.
Der er lang tid til.
Hvad med jer? Har I travlt?
Ja, faktisk.
The first 2 days are difficult. We see each other in FaceTime 2-3 times a day, at least.
Isolation is a challenge, not just for the people who work here, but for the operation itself.
My name is Jan Nielsen. I'm from Nuuk. Been working here at the mine for a year and a half.
When something breaks, operations grind to a halt.
The plant won't be running for the next couple of hours. We need to fix this first.
We work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. It's a job. I don't know whether I love it, but I like it.
We got spare parts here on the site, but this conveyor we don't have, so we need to repair and then order a new one. We're out in the middle of nowhere, so it's not just to go in the convenience store.
We have to be prepared for what if. Because if we have a breakdown of a critical piece of equipment, we come to a stop and then we just sit there.
And what would you say to someone considering opening a mine in Greenland?
Sorry.
Well, that's a question that I ask myself often over the last 10 years.
James Kiernan is honorary chairman of Lumina's largest shareholder. This was his first time visiting the mine.
Marcus, this makes sense.
I needed to visit the mine to understand the situation, to fully appreciate the logistical issues that are quite apparent when you are at the mine site.
For years, the mine has been operating at a loss, but James believes it is finally close to breaking even.
We made an $85 million bet, so I guess I have to be confident.
If Lumina can turn a profit in one of the toughest environments on Earth, it could show foreign investors that Greenland is worth the risk.
It is extremely important that we get a proof of concept so that the investors that has put money into this can see that there's a return.
In 2025, Lumina secured a new exploration license to branch out in search of more valuable materials.
We have had 10 years of operating experience in Greenland. Now we can do further expeditions for other minerals, and those minerals would be rare earths.
It's no secret to anyone in this room that the U.S. faces a severe level of vulnerability in its access to minerals that underpin national, economic, and energy security. So the question is, what should the U.S. do? We are absolutely operating on the back foot today.
Gracelyn Baskran is a mining economist who advises US policymakers on critical minerals.
So demand for rare earths is going to go up, and we don't have a lot of capabilities here in the US. So geologically, we don't have everything that we need to meet our own consumption.
Today, much of the world's rare earth supply comes from China. That dominance gives Beijing significant leverage over key supply chains the West depends upon.
China produces about 60% of the world's rare earths. They process about 90% of the world's rare earths. We were okay with it until they started weaponizing it.
China is reportedly tightening its grip on critical minerals it supplies to Western defense companies.
A global power grab for the supply chains around the world.
So here's a fighter jet, and here are all the minerals that I need to produce a fighter jet. There are 50 minerals that I need to produce that. A disruption to any of these supply chains becomes a crucial vulnerability.
Right now, if we don't take corrective action, the situation is dire. We are in an existential crisis right now.
Drew Horn used to work for the White House during the first Trump administration. Now he is CEO of Greenmet, a private company that connects investors with mineral projects in Greenland.
Drew, how are you? It's been pretty wild here in Washington.
Drew, I'm expecting at some point in time you're going to just have to jump to talk to the president or something boring like that. So.
Yeah, I think Greenland is truly the land of opportunity. It's a geological paradise. We think that it's going to be one of the key areas of rare earth and critical minerals development in the near future.
You know, we're looking at literally trillions of dollars worth of resources. We just have tons of investment that is going to build it up in the next few years.
Well, we've heard President Trump talk about Greenland, but until you came along, Drew, I didn't actually know that much about it.
When I'm there in Greenland and I'm looking at these massive, beautiful mountains, I see endless potential of rare earths and other critical minerals that are essential for humanity's technology advancement. Right there's just a piece that was readily available right there on the beach.
This rock comes from Tanbreeze, a mining site in southern Greenland where Drew is helping attract US investors.
We do believe it is one of the most valuable heavy rare earth deposits on the globe. Our goal is that we would have extraction and exportation of at least some of those materials in 12 to 18 months.
But in Greenland it can take more than a decade to open a mine. That's partly because the government enforces strict environmental rules and requires clear benefits for local communities before approving projects.
On a global level, it takes 16 years to develop a mine, right from the first idea to the actual mine. In this 16 years on average span, you spend money, you don't make a lot of money.
Greenland's government has only been responsible for the island's subsoil since 2010. Before then, Greenland's resources were controlled by Denmark. Denmark colonized Greenland in 1721, imposing its language, schools, and culture on the island. Over the past 50 years, Greenlandic people have gained significant autonomy. Today, around 90% of Greenland's population is Inuit. But the island remains financially dependent on Copenhagen. Denmark provides Greenland with about $700 million a year, more than half of the island's public budget. Now, another power wants to take over the island.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
Trump is a businessman. He sees the resources of making money of Greenland. Of course he does.
We don't appreciate being talked about as a commodity, as something you can buy or sell or acquire or take. That is, of course, offensive to all people.
Can you assure the world that you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
You're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two.
The White House is explicitly putting the threat of military action against a NATO ally on the table in the case of Greenland.
We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, so we're going to be doing something with Greenland either the nice way or the more difficult way.
Trump has said his interest in Greenland is mostly driven by its strategic Arctic location. The threat of US military intervention has been a wake-up call for Greenland. But with no army of its own, the island relies on the Danish military for its defence.
The Danish defense has the task to defend the Kingdom of Denmark. In order to defend Greenland.
In June 2025, the head of military operations in Nuuk was already holding town halls to address concerns about the increasing Danish army presence on the island.
Du kommer ikke med noget svar på mig, om jeg er beredt, hvad jeg kører, så er der ikke nogen, der er forberedt på noget, nej. Altså hvis Trump kan sige, at we will get Greenland one way or another, if not by deal, then by military. Altså så kan man ikke være mere klar i spyttet.
Nej, det kan du sige, og som jeg siger, at vi har planer for at beskytte Grønland, men vi har ikke konkrete planer mod USA. Det er en allieret, som jeg siger, vi arbejder sammen med. Hvis tingene ændrer sig, og der kommer en anden retorik end det, der er nu, eller så må man jo fra politisk side tage stilling til det. Det, jeg koncentrerer mig om, det er i virkeligheden at passe på Grønland.
People living in Greenland, we're worried about that after tomorrow we could be invaded by US, and he wants us to be a US citizen and telling about the Greenlandic people, they love US very much. No, we don't. We don't love USA.
Greenlanders overwhelmingly say they don't want their island to become part of the United States.
Our country is not for sale!
After months of rising tensions, Trump said in January he reached a framework for a deal with NATO over the future of Greenland.
People thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force.
For most people in Greenland, the question isn't who should control the island, but how to become fully independent. But without Danish subsidies, the economy would need a new backbone. And mining could be it.
Nunat kasi aninga sa kanyit tusakitaka. Nunak na pasina siguro.
The mining industry is just coming. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. As long as they can preserve as much of the nature and the land, and we can earn some money and they can earn some money, I think it's a win-win.
We still want to do business with the US. It makes a lot of sense. We have the minerals, America needs it.
Kupanuk Olsen, a mining engineer turned influencer, uses her platform to amplify Inuit voices.
When you come here, you're not coming to a Western country, you're coming to an Inuit country. If they want to do any mining activities, they need to do it in business with us directly, and they need to do it following our requirements. We still need to be able to hunt. We still need to be able to fish near the mines. What we appreciate the most in life as Greenlanders is being one with the nature.
Every gold rush starts with big promises. In Greenland, the real question is how fast mining can happen. And who stands to gain?
I believe there's, multiple trillions of dollars that can be developed here if it's done the right way. I think there's a beautiful future for everybody to win here. And if anyone questions my, ability to deliver that, I would say, please let me prove it to you.
Greenland is not going to give us the rare earths that we need to compete with China in the next 2 years. It's not a shovel-ready project. Is it a good long-term bet? Absolutely.
Mining needs to develop organically with the population, with the politicians, so it will happen slowly. It will be one mine at a time.
For us, having 100 mines in operation is not necessarily a success or the ambition. But the existence of, let's say, 3 to 5 mines at any given time, that would be of big importance for us. So for us, a little also goes a long way.
Extracting mineral wealth here is a long game. And as global powers eye Greenland's resources, Inuit face mounting pressure to keep control of their riches and protect their land.
I'm a very patriotic person. I put a lot of pride in our language, our culture, our nature, our norms, our myth, our religion, our way of living as a Greenlandic person. An Inuit is a person that has the respect for nature, the respect of the animals. I'm not against all mining, but I'm against mining that's not for the benefit of Greenland in the long term.